Hey, hey. Welcome to Monday's market update. I am super excited for you guys. I actually have a special guest that will be jumping on and talking a little bit about the real estate space when it comes to commercial. I know I talk a lot about the residential space, but I thought today would be a great day to give you a little bit of a high overview of some commercial space. So we have David here, which let me bring him on. David, will you tell the people all about you, how long you've been in commercial real estate, and then give us kind of a high overview of you know, the real estate market right now in the commercial world?
Hello, Keyra. How are you doing?
I'm well. Let me put you on full screen. There you
Okay.
go.
Yes. Yeah. I hope you're handling this early summer heat okay.
Yes.
Why we live in Dallas. But I'm with Keller Williams Commercial. We work closely with Keyra and her team on the residential side. And I've been in commercial real estate about 5 years. I came from the corporate world doing software and technology. So this is a lot more fun and to me a lot more interesting. And love working with the Keller Williams residential guys and gals, Keyra and some of her peers. They're just got great market coverage. But I'm with Keller Williams Commercial in Dallas. We have team members that focus on industrial, land for development, medical office, retail, done some self-storage. And you've probably heard that the commercial market is going through a lot of changes these days. The whole work from home trend has really affected the office market. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
interest, of course, went way up. I had seen it was the fastest, if you're into graphs and math and things, the fastest rise ever for interest rates. We went up about 5 points in, I think, less than a year, a couple of years ago. So really big changes. Despite all of that, the Dallas market is really pretty strong. I think if you're looking at office buildings, office properties, there's definitely some deals there. But really, other than that property type, the market is still really strong, and meaning just huge demand. And people are investing from all over the United States, all over the world into Dallas, the Metroplex, and Texas. So
I love
today,
that.
yeah, it is. It's a very strong demand, and I've seen news of big private equity raising bigger funds to put more money into Texas. So it's I'm an adopted Texan. They used to have this bumper sticker that said, "I'm not from Texas, but I got here as soon as I could." So that's
Yes,
me.
you're a transplant, which is
Yeah,
great.
long
I feel
time.
like
But
a lot of people are. So, well, today, David, what are we going to focus on? Are we going to talk more industrial? Are we going to talk more office to give them kind of a high overview
mhm.
of what's really kind of behind the scenes?
Yeah, I thought I would talk a little bit about small industrial or flex
Okay.
property. You've probably seen them all over the place. They're typically 1,000 to 20,000 square feet. Um, Small office parks, sometimes combined with self storage, but typically have a roll up door, small office in front, warehouse in the back. And these are typically occupied by maybe contractors, painting contractors, lawn and garden, roofing contractors. We also see small manufacturers in these spaces. Sometimes even, I've seen a dance studio in there, automotive type companies. Those are really an area that we focus on a lot. And so it's typically rented by an entrepreneur, someone that runs one of those small companies, as I mentioned. Um, Typically, like I say, office in the front. Sometimes they'll have place to park their trucks inside. Sometimes they'll have what's called outdoor storage or industrial outdoor storage. That's where they'll put building materials, maybe other trucks, trailers, things like that. With the crime in certain parts of town, the fencing and security cameras and lighting is very important for that. But these properties are in big high demand, but we've been able to find some for people. We've got actually 3 leases going in this space this month that'll probably close. So if any of your clients are small industrial users like that, definitely reach out to Kara. We can find them some space.
Excellent.
Right now, easier to lease than to buy. If you want to buy one, they're really tight. The leasing market is tight, but I'd say buying is really tight. Although we are selling one up by Denton, should close this month. But these, like I say, typically air conditioning in the front, not in the back. Sometimes they've got HVAC, climate control all around. Typically a 5-year term on these, but I've seen it go from 2 year up to 10, something like that. And like I say, outdoor storage is very in demand and can be hard to find because most of these type of companies do have trucks and trailers and building materials that they need to store out there. But it's a good market. I love seeing what entrepreneurs are doing. I've got guys that fix forklifts, street sweepers, paint, gosh, like I say, dance studio. So we've seen kind of everything. It's just fun to see how entrepreneurs are making money in this market.
Funny enough, so growing up, my dance instructor, he definitely had an industrial space because it was air conditioned in the front and then it was more of like a garage type in the back. But eventually he did put like a unit in there to have a little bit more of AC.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to know that the real estate commercial space isn't dead, because I know a lot of people, when they think of commercial space, they think of just office space versus this industrial that you're speaking of, which you said is in very high demand.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about David is that if you are looking to get into the commercial space, he is willing and so open to give you lots of options, because I think sometimes we come with like an idea, but it's not fully developed. And he is able to give a little bit more realisticness of, hey, this makes sense for what exactly you're looking for. So I do appreciate you, David, for being here and, of course, sharing your knowledge. I do plan on having David here at least once out of the month just to tell us a little bit about the commercial space, because I am so heavy on residential. I also want to make sure that I give you some value on that commercial space a lot, because I do feel like I follow a lot of entrepreneurs, and I feel like I have a lot of entrepreneurs who follow me. So I think it's always really great information. So thank you, David. Any last remarks before you jump off?
Well, as I've worked with you, just tell everybody, one, give Keyra a call if you've got any interest in commercial space, lease or purchase. But certainly if someone just wants to see what would it cost to lease, a restaurant in a certain area, or I'm looking to buy some land, what would that cost? So we've got good databases. We can really run pricing and availability for all sorts of products or properties. So give Keyra a call. She is the lady.
I appreciate you, David. You're sweet. You're the
Right.
best.
Cool.
Of course. Awesome, guys. So I wanted to bring you guys that knowledge because I do think commercial is so important. I know that residential is what I kind of always share. I do want to share a couple of stats for you guys today when it comes to buyers and sellers. Let's talk to buyers really quick. So when it comes to buyers, right now, I would say there is three reasons why so many buyers are waiting to purchase. One, it is price. Two is interest rates. And three, it's the election year. So I wanted to come on and give you some encouragement, because one, if you do decide to wait, the position that you're putting yourself in is you are giving yourself a position for more risk. And when I say more risk, I'm saying like less opportunity when it comes to affordability. I just had an event on Saturday, and it was an event on the mindset of a home owner. And I loved it. I really felt like a lot of people were there asking a lot of questions, but so many people are waiting. And I always say this, you cannot outsave inflation. So get in and invest where you can afford now, so then you can move up or trade up. You can stay in that property, a starter property, for 2 years, and then move up to that next home that you actually really really desire. Another thing, when you decide to wait, prices are going up. I mean, historically proven, prices have not gone down. I mean, like even during like 2008, I think things like maybe leveled out, but we didn't take a huge dip in the Texas market like a lot of people did. Prices kind of hovered and stayed really pretty good. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of foreclosure areas, but appreciation and equity, we kind of stayed a little flat and maybe dipped a smidge. And so if you are looking and waiting for prices to drop, like you're waiting for interest rates to drop, get in and invest where you can afford now. And then one of the additional things that I liked when I was listening to our real estate IQ call this morning was, according to the bank rate, mortgages have gone up 8.5% since 2022. So if you've ever decided that, hey, I think I'm going to continue to wait, we'll just also know that you're going to have to pay more too the longer you wait, because prices are going to go up. And then, I've also said when interest rates drop, everyone's going to jump into the market. So you want to make sure you are ready so you don't have to get ready, guys. So if you are someone who is looking to purchase this year, of course, schedule that strategy session with me. It's free, it's 15 minutes. I like to, understand your situation, get you to where you are to where you want to be. And then, of course, I did want to talk to my sellers really quick too. Is, in some markets, I know one week we talked about Denton County, we talked about Dallas County, we've talked about Collin County, we've even talked about Tarrant County. Next week we'll talk about Rockwall County, just to give you an idea. But we are going into a balanced market now. Sellers, it's so important right now to actually price your property right. I know I say this often, but I'm going to say it again. You don't want to chase the market. You want the market to chase you. So getting into the market, having the house price where it's supposed to be, you will still get multiple offers. I still have a couple clients. Literally, I have a client last week. We went on the market and we got multiple offers. We got 2 cash deals and we got 3 loan deals. So there is still multiple offers, especially if you're pricing it correctly. And I'm sure you guys can see your girl is tired. I've been working hard. I'm in grind season. But that is really the update that I wanted to give you guys. I wanted to encourage you. Buyers, get off the fence. Let's get ready so you don't have to, what is it? You got to be ready so you don't have to get ready when interest rates do drop come that September time, because that is my prediction that it will start to, drop a little bit because election. But I also think that once interest rates drop, prices will go up. So be prepared for that. And then my sellers, please make sure you have a local knowledgeable realtor who is helping you and positioning your property where you are able to sell, because that is the true the true reason of you selling or listing your property is to sell, not just for it to be on the market. So I trust that this has brought you value. If you need me, DM me or schedule a strategy session or a seller or buyer consultation. Until next time, guys, be great. Okay.